There are moments in life when the world grows silent, moments when the noise fades and you're left alone with your thoughts, with your fears, with your truth. In those moments, words can heal, words can guide you, words can save your life. So today, I want to give you 6 simple truths, words to carry with you on your hardest days, on your most uncertain nights, and in the quiet moments when you need to be reminded of who you really are. These aren't just phrases. They are power. They are anchors. They are the light you come back to when everything else fades. Let's begin. White heavy checkmark part 1. You are enough for the 131:10 poll. Brain quote, you alone are enough. You have nothing to prove to anybody. Maya Angelou, you are enough. You might not feel like it. You might have been told otherwise. You might believe you need to fix yourself, change everything, or be more to be worthy. But here's the truth that no one teaches you. You are not defined by your productivity. You are not measured by your bank account, your relationship status, or the number of followers you have. You are enough because you exist, not because of what you do, but because of who you are. Camera personal story, long form example. Let me tell you about Emma, a 28-year-old woman who worked in tech. On paper, she had it all. A great job, a fit body, a beautiful apartment. But inside, she was drowning. Why? Because no matter what she accomplished, it was never enough. She kept saying to herself, I just need to do one more thing. One more title. One more check mark. Then I'll feel proud. Until one day she collapsed from exhaustion. Her body gave up. Her mind shut down. That's when she realized chasing external validation is a race with no finish line. It took months of therapy and journaling, but slowly she began to heal. And the turning point was a sticky note she put on her mirror. It said, I am already enough. She repeated it daily, and over time it became real. Not just words, truth. Hammer actionable reflection prompt for viewers. Backhand index pointing right look in the mirror today. Whisper, I am enough. Say it until you believe it. And even after that, repeat it in the silence and especially in the storms, because the most important relationship in your life is the one you have with yourself. Pushpin Motivate Oprah takeaway. Being enough doesn't mean you stop growing. It means you grow from worth, not for it. White heavy checkmark part 2. Keep going 10-1-18 said. Fire quote. Whose success is what happens after you've survived all your failures. Unknown, keep going, even when no one sees you, even when nothing is working, even when you feel like a fraud, keep going. Because here's what most people don't realize. The hardest part of growth isn't starting. It's continuing when everything gets heavy. Movie camera deep story. Meet Marcus. He was an aspiring author working 2 jobs and writing in a tiny notebook on subway rides to work. Every publisher rejected him. Every family gathering, people would ask, is still chasing that book thing? He thought about quitting 100 times. But one day he remembered something his grandfather told him before he passed. Don't stop when you're tired. Stop when you're done. So Marcus kept writing. 2 years later, one small publisher took a chance on him. That book? It sold over 300,000 copies. He wasn't the best writer. He wasn't the luckiest. He was just the one who kept going. Collision motivational moment. Right now, someone out there is succeeding, not because they're better than you, but because they refuse to give up. When you're climbing a mountain, it doesn't look like you're making progress, but every step forward is higher than before. Your best self isn't waiting at the top. Your best self is built step by step every time you don't quit. Hammer power reminder to say out loud, I will not let temporary pain destroy permanent potential. I don't need permission. I don't need perfect conditions. I will keep going. Pushpin Motivate Oprah truth. You're not here to be average. You're here to become something extraordinary. And that journey requires grit. White heavy checkmark part 3. You matter. 18-125-0. Sparkling heart quote. To the world, you may be one person, but to one person, you may be the world. Dr. Seuss, there is something sacred about being seen. Not just liked, not just followed, but truly seen, valued, loved. And yet many of us walk through life with this quiet ache. Do I even matter? We look for signs, a text back, a like, a thank you, a smile. But here's the truth. Your value isn't found in other people's reactions. It's found in your impact, seen or unseen. Movie camera story of quiet impact. Let me tell you about David. David worked in janitorial services at a high school. He wasn't popular. He wasn't important. But every morning he showed up with a smile, remembered names, and left sticky notes with affirmations in the bathroom stalls. He never told anyone. Years later, after he retired, the school hosted a celebration. Over 300 students showed up. Some flew in. One girl sobbed and said, "Those notes saved my life." David didn't save lives with money or fame. He did it by showing up and reminding others that they mattered. Push and ask yourself, who have you impacted without even knowing it? Whose day have you lifted by just being kind? You might think your life is small, but to someone else, it's the light they needed. Speech balloons, say it with me. My existence is not an accident. My story matters. I matter. It's okay to rest. 25:131 and a 0 person in bed quote. It take rest. A field that has rested gives a bountiful crop. Ovid, let's get one thing clear. Rest is not laziness. Rest is not weakness. Rest is strategy. We live in a world that glorifies hustle, worships burnout, and praises exhaustion. People wear sleep deprivation like a trophy. But here's the truth, you don't win by running on empty. You win by knowing when to stop, recharge, and come back stronger. Movie camera real life story, Simone Biles in the middle of the Tokyo Olympics with the entire world watching. Simone Biles, the greatest gymnast of our time, made a radical choice. She stepped back. She said, "My mental health is more important than any medal." People criticized her, but millions more respected her bravery because she reminded us, even the strongest need to rest. Even champions are human. Hammer what rest really means. It's not quitting, it's regrouping, it's not weakness. It's wisdom. It's not stopping forever. It's pausing on purpose. Push and ask yourself, when's the last time you unplugged and gave yourself permission to simply breathe? Speech balloons, say this to yourself. I do not have to earn rest. I am allowed to slow down. My worth is not based on productivity. Light bulb, Motivate Oprah reminder. Sometimes the most powerful thing you can do is pause. White heavy checkmark part 5. Your past does not define you. 136 of thought balloon quote. The past is a lesson. The future is a gift. Today is your moment. Oprah Winfrey, we all have moments we wish we could erase, decisions we regret, people we trusted who hurt us, times we failed when we needed to win. But let me tell you something that could change your life. Your past is not your prison. It is your teacher, your testimony, but it does not get to dictate who you become. Movie camera real life story. Eric Thomas at the hip hop preacher. Eric Thomas was homeless. He lived in abandoned buildings, dropped out of high school, ate out of trash cans. Today, he's one of the most successful motivational speakers on earth. He didn't let where he was stop him from deciding who he'd become, he says. I'm not where I'm going. Pushpin, your turn. Write down 3 things from your past you've been ashamed of. Forgive yourself. Release them. Now write 3 ways that pain made you stronger. Brain, affirm this. I am not my mistakes. I am my growth. I am not defined by what happened. I define what happens next. Lightbulb, Motivate Oprah reminder. Your past may explain you, but it never gets to define you. White heavy checkmark part 6. You've got this. 36-139-0. Fire quote. You were given this life because you are strong enough to live it. Les Brown, let's be honest, life doesn't always feel fair. Sometimes you wake up already tired, you doubt yourself, you wonder if you've got what it takes. But let me remind you of something. You've survived every bad day so far, every heartbreak, every disappointment, every failure. You're still here, still breathing, still standing. Movie camera, real life story, J.K. Rowling, before Harry Potter was a global success, J.K. Rowling was a single mother on welfare. She was rejected by 12 publishers. They told her children's fantasy books don't sell. She could have stopped. She could have believed them, but she didn't. She said, rock bottom became the solid foundation on which I rebuilt my life. Pushpin, here's what that means for you. You've got something in you that's bigger than fear, bigger than failure, bigger than the world's doubt. Speech balloons, say this out loud right now. I am strong enough. I am built for hard things. I've got this. Lightbulb Motivate Oprah Challenge. The next time you want to quit, come back to these words. Replay this moment. Remember, your strength is already inside you. Musical note, music swells to a cinematic climax. Visuals, montage of people smiling, rising, overcoming challenges. So if you remember nothing else from this video, remember these 6 words and never forget them. You are enough, keep going, you matter. It's okay to rest, your past does not define you. You've got this, these are not just words. These are anchors. Come back to them on your hardest days. Write them, speak them, live them, because the best version of you isn't a fantasy, it's a decision you make over and over again.